Welcome, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Facebook Live. It is the 3rd of December. It is the Wednesday right after the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. I'm wishing that everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving full of grace and thankfulness. With that, let me welcome the panel. We have Lakshmi here. Good evening, Lakshmi. Lakshmi is our session leader for our workshops where she teaches mantra chanting. She has a meditation group that chants mantras on Tuesdays. So if anybody is willing to join her, y'all can contact Lakshmi. And she also has a meeting once a month for when she I think Wyatt just messaged something. Once a month you do a talk, right? On Sundays.
Either if people have questions, I can answer them, or this last Sunday I talked about anxiety and tips on how to when you are going through that anxiety or have when little frustrations and boredom and all of that arise, some tips on how to
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then we have Patricia here, who is part of our core group of meditators. Good evening, Patricia. And Wyatt has joined as well, and Wyatt has become a regular contributor to this Facebook Live, as well as he joins us during the meditations. I'm not sure why. Did you join to ask a question, or you're here listening?
Just watching and listening, and just hearing the voices of everyone before you went live.
Okay.
Allowed me to enjoy the moment once again. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So Lakshmi, I guess Wyatt does not have a question, so I will ask the question. I was re-listening to Eckhart Tolle. In 2019, he hosted the School of Awakening. That was the first School of Awakening session. And in that School of Awakening session, Eckhart said that one of the questions that arose quite often, like the group that attended. So just imagine this group is people who are interested in spiritual awakening because they are at the Eckhart Tolle retreat. So this is during the opening retreat. So they are in the School of Awakening opening retreat. Mm-hmm. Even though they are on a spiritual path, the question that arose in that group was, I don't feel good enough. I lack self-esteem. So how do I build my self-esteem? Correct? So I know Eckhart responded to it. So did you want to, I'm going to put Wyatt on mute. Okay. So did you want to talk about what would be self-esteem and how do you build self-esteem? Thank you.
Yeah, I feel that, lifetime after lifetime, we come here to this earth and we are stuck in the, I think I hear Wyatt talking. Can you hear me talk? Yeah.
Wyatt, I'm going to put you on mute so that we can clearly hear Lakshmi. Okay, perfect. Thank you. He did it himself. Go ahead, Lakshmi. Thank you.
So we come lifetime after lifetime to this earth and we are stuck in the bottom 3 chakras, which are to do with elimination, reproduction, basic survival, digestion. We are just stuck in that paying bills mode and going to some vacation and somebody doesn't like me, or I feel helpless, I am a victim, all of that are stuck. We are stuck in the bottom 3 chakras. So yes, so many of us, we are not rooted and aligned to our deeper self. And that is why, the solar plexus chakra, where you give that power away to others. If self, you are not self confident or whatever that question is, you assume that, that other people are more confident than you are, and somehow something is wrong with you, and you are having all this fear, anger, anxiety kind of things when you have to do a public speech, or when you have to face something that you don't want to. So all of that is, I feel is stuck in your Manipura chakra, or the solar plexus chakra. So I feel the more aligned we are to our true self, that is, stay deeper and deeper connected to the present moment, stay present, then all of that you feel is dissipating. It's more like, I was reading Rupert Spira's book on the other day. He said, in that awareness, when we are totally rooted in that awareness, disentanglement happens. To disentanglement to your belief system, to the conditionings that you have, and all of that drama that plays on the screen of who you are. You become that witness, and you start looking at that drama that is happening. You are like, okay, again my mind is telling that I am not good enough. Again, I'm telling that my mind is telling I'm fearful. So you start watching, becoming a sakshi, or the witness, and watching all of this drama that is happening. And the more you are the watcher, all of that will eventually disappear. So I feel the trick is to stay rooted to the present moment. Those are my 2 cents, Poonam.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Eternally grateful for the contribution, Lakshmi. Always sweet and precious, always on point. Is there anything else that comes to your mind?
When it comes, I will again
Okay, speak up.
raise my hand. Yeah.
Okay, feel free to interrupt us. Okay, thank you.
Sure, sure.
Patricia, did you want to speak to this? Thank you.
Thank you. Lakshmi said it exactly what I wanted to say. Knowing Eckhart, it's the present moment. We don't have to think about on whose behalf, who is lacking the self-esteem, our little self, our little I, because the big I, our true essence, it's not worried about this. Because self-esteem is the confidence, right? So it comes probably with comparison with others, or just fear that we are lacking something. So all of those are attributes of ego. So if we are rooted in present moment and we shine light of consciousness, that disappears and we just become our true essence. And what we say, what we do, it comes from that essence. It's that the present moment dictates the action or the words we speak. So the confidence comes from that. If you want to say the confidence that we know what we're talking about, right? Or we just have the right to be there and to speak it. But just like Lakshmi said, it's the present moment. So being rooted, meditating daily, so we can get there much faster, be connected with your breath. Once we're here in this moment, there's not even question about confidence. It's not coming up, because the being is in itself what is, right? So this is how I lost my fear of public speaking. because I always had that being put on the spot. It's like, I don't know. English is my second language. And here I am standing, sometimes missing words or saying something with a wrong accent or something. And I'm here. But because my passion is to say with love what I wanted to say, people still listen. I mean, they overlook the fact that I might sometimes miss a word or, speak with an accent. So the confidence is not even there. I'm not nervous. I'm not nothing, because I'm just in the present moment. And I sometimes prepare, I have a list of what I want to say and run it as I'm, going to the meeting. And then I'm reading the room. So I like pray for God to organize my thoughts. But I'm like, it's the intention and surrender, right? In the same time. Sometimes the moment is not requiring me to start in a certain way. Sometimes I start from something different and then I end up. So I'm allowing myself to kind of be spontaneous, but it only comes because I do my meditations and I am in that moment as much present as I can. So I do believe that Eckhart was asked, I think once or twice, about, when he sits and what is going to be the topic of his speech, what he's going to be talking about. And his answer was like, I don't prepare. I just trust that if I'm in present moment, whatever comes up, I'll have the right answer. I will be able to respond because I trust the present moment. So, I know that as a lot of on TV, the celebrities and stuff, they will not have an interview unless they know the questions first and they know what to answer. So this is something they don't want to say something that it was not first, screened and prepared, and they have to give their certain image. And that's controlling, the image. The ego is saying, no, you can only, say this or don't say this. It's going to look bad, blah, blah, blah. The image is important. Eckhart says, no, I sometimes just sit and I don't even know what the talk's going to be about. So this is the confidence that he has in the present moment, that is just enough. And it is. The present moment, it's enough. So that's my, Lakshmi, that's my 5 cents added to yours. Thank you.
Infinite gratitude. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you for reiterating the same kind of point, but in different. I think you gave some more examples of how Eckhart would execute the same thing, right? Why did you have a question out of all of this?
I'm really grateful for your bringing this up. When I become aware that I'm watching, then I'm being the presence. And gratitude is such a, I'm searching for the words to express pure context. For me, it's everlasting peace. And then I'm no longer of the world. I'm experiencing calm. Um, and that's how I'm no longer terrified of my conditioned mind. And some of you know from the times I've been on this call that I brought a lot of baggage with me. And I put the bags down. So there, for me, there's no fear. There's no doubt. There's no need to manipulate people to react. There's no need to be pretentious. This absolute power that I'm a part of, there's no need to prove anything. It's the most wonderful experience. And it's not about, if I'm watching something like I like Patricia and Laksh, everyone so far has spoken of being the watcher. When I'm being the watcher, I'm aware of thinking. I'm aware of emotions that get triggered. And to know that I don't need to let my mind take over pretending to be authentic when authenticity is who we are. And I'll finish by saying that when I mentioned context a moment ago, I know, but it's not a thought-induced knowing. I experience that I am who I am. I know who I am and my inner purpose. And now I get to express it through my calling. I get to experience patience and wisdom and the lessons of the wisdom. And it's so wonderful to not have to be right anymore, because all I was doing was being an escape artist chasing my tail. And last, I'll say to Patricia and everyone, and you, Poonam, is that presence for me is being the gift. And the experience of what I give, because I'm doing it not out of some thought created intention, not to run away from believing and thinking and that I'm not enough. I just go give what I need. And yet, even that is content. So the experience of context is that I'm everywhere. And yet the center is everywhere, but there's no circumference. Nothing defines me, because presence for me, you can't define it. It just is that it is. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I like being on this call, because that's what you people, that is to say, that's expressed through your human experience on the call. And it's done in such a way that it's the sculptor removing everything for the vision of being one with who we are, and then that's all there is. So thank you for your patience, because I'm just my conditioned mind's just a little bit conditioned. But it's just wonderful to be here. Thank you, Poonam, Patricia, and all of you. Appreciate it.
I think Raisa wants to speak, but before she wants to speak, I just want to add a few more things to what Wyatt mentioned, is that the essence in us is that formless essence. It's which is nameless, ageless, deathless, infinite and powerful beyond measure. And because of this little mind, we forget who we are. So I always remember Ramana Maharshi, who somebody asked him, how come when God is so powerful, we forget God, and this little mind seems so much more powerful than God? So he just takes his two little pinky fingers and places them on his eyes and says, if this pinky has the power to not see the world, your egoic mind also has the same power to not access God within. So we forget the essence of who we are, and so the life gets lost in the conditioning and beliefs that somehow you are not enough. So that is why when I have taught some of the mantras, one mantra that I chanted is Purnam Idam. That means you are whole and complete. You're always whole and complete, no matter what, because you are, the essence in you is that formless essence. So yes, I think Reha, I think she really wants to talk. So those are my 2 cents, Poonam. Okay,
So
thank you.
thank you, Lakshmi. So before Reza speaks, I'm going to say briefly, I'll try to explain what I kind of have what Eckhart was saying, as well as a principle out of Eckhart's teachings that I live to more so kind of like what both of you said, Patricia and Lakshmi, even why expressed it, right? So the way Eckhart started the response was, why is it, and I'm going to paraphrase here, why is it that somebody is experiencing low self-esteem? Like the person or the questioner or the group is asking, I am not doing anything significant in life. I'm not doing anything significant in life right now. So I'm experiencing low self-esteem because I think that I am not significant at all, right? So what Eckhart says is, what is self-esteem? Where are you deriving this self-esteem from? Are you saying, I have a beautiful body and I am more beautiful than you are, or I am more handsome than you are, and that's how you're deriving your self-esteem? Patricia alluded to the fact, right, that you're living through comparison. It seems like you're living through comparison, and because you're living through comparison, you can say, am I the body, use the body as a way to derive self-esteem, or maybe say your wealth and say, I'm poorer than you, so I'm feeling less esteem, or I'm richer than you, I'm feeling less. There are much more people that are more richer than me, then the self-esteem is low. You can use your position and say, I have low self-esteem, right? So what Eckhart says, and exactly what Lakshmi and Patricia alluded to, is as long as we do not know of our awareness of our awareness of our beingness, if we do not operate from our beingness, we will always compare.
Yes.
We will always say, oh, I am more wealthy,
Yes,
or I
yes,
have,
yes, yes. I hear you, Di Poonam.
yeah,
Namaste.
yeah, but just 1 second, Raisa. Let me, if you can
Okay,
allow
okay,
me
okay.
to finish. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, okay.
So,
Thank you, thank you.
Am I wealthier than you, or less? I'm poorer than you. That's why my self-esteem, I'm feeling lower self-esteem. Or I'm a VP and you're not a VP, so I'm feeling you know, there are other people that are senior VP, so I'm feeling low self-esteem. Or I'm not a VP, you know, you're using your position to feel. Or some people may say I'm a woman, so I'm feeling less self-esteem. It always is, we have created who we think of is a mental construct.
Yes.
The
Yes,
moment,
we are.
the
I
moment,
am.
the moment we, 1 second, Raisa, please.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
Sorry.
the moment we have a mental construct, a mental formation of who we think we are, we will always live through comparison. And the moment we live through comparison, there will be low self-esteem. So how do we get out of this low self-esteem? Correct? How do we get out of this feeling of comparison? So to this, what I would say is, back to being in the present moment, it's not so much as, I want to give everyone the inspiration to what is this present moment, living out of your beingness in this present moment. And the inspiration that I want to offer to you all is, Eckhart uses the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita and translates it to his teachings. And he says, this is what he says in that teaching. And I think I kind of memorized what he says. He says, you have to be so, Karma Yoga, which is the principle of Karma Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. Karma Yoga is about, you have to be so present in this present moment, so present in this present moment with every action, that you are selflessly offering your action as a sacrifice. When you offer your action up to divinity as sacrifice, the universe itself becomes elevated and sublime, and that's all that is needed.
Absolutely.
Moment to moment to moment to moment. And it is not about, am I going to go into a meeting and speak well? It's about, how did I make my tea? How did I wash my celery? How did I clean my kitchen counter? How did I get into the car? How did I open my Zoom session? How did I sit here for the Zoom session? Waiting for Patricia to join. I joined like 5 to 10 minutes earlier, waiting for Patricia to join, right? Everything, like even when I post the post for our group meditation, it's like so present that I want to imbue that action with divinity, right? So I want to even even posting a post. I'm gonna put, okay, so be so present in the present moment, right? When we talk about presence, or knowing of our beingness, acting out of a beingness. So moment to moment to moment, offer your action as a selfless sacrifice. And when you act in such a way, you renounce the fruit of the action, you offer up your action to divinity. Correct? Agendaless action. When you offer up your action to divinity, when you work in such a manner, the universe itself becomes elevated and sublime. And the moment that happens, that's it. You just, everything is a selfless sacrifice. You're not going, oh, am I better than her? I'm not better than her, or I'm better than him, not better than him, nothing of that sort. You're selflessly sacrificing moment to moment to moment. You are just selflessly sacrificing, renouncing the fruit of the action. And that is just allowing the consciousness, that awareness, that beingness to come through. Like when Wyatt was speaking, I just fell back into my beingness, and I'm like experiencing like this whole energy flowing through my body, right? There was nothing, no agenda that what am I going to say? Is there something that I need to say? There was nothing of that sort. I was just a receptacle receiving whatever he was saying. The same thing with Patricia. Like I was just receiving what was being said, right? So that principle is really, really important, to renounce the fruit of the action, to offer up the action to divinity. And with that, if Reza wants to speak, I'll let her speak. Patricia, did you want to say something? No? Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then what I feel is automatically when we selflessly are giving, things will happen to us where we are put into positions where we are helping other people. Like somebody will ask us for advice. Somebody will. Something of that sort. Reza, did you want to say something? Reza, did you want to say something? I don't know if she's talking to us.
बंद करो नहीं बंद करो ही
थोड़े कुछ है जो ठन की रानी का टाबर न ताई जरूरत है तो ये कंडीशन में
जरूरत है मैं और ना तू इडी लाल.
Okay, I think she's having a conversation with somebody else. Reza, whenever you're ready, please let us know and you can speak. I put you on mute in the meantime. But I feel, you know, what happens is occasions will arise that you will end up, I know like Lakshmi is saying, right? Like she does a meditation, she's offering herself as a help to others, right? She has a group meditation. We do group meditation, so we are offering each other. And like when you're joining the group meditation, when you're holding that shared presence, our group is becoming much more deeper, right? Mm-hmm. From last year to last month to every time we meet, we go deeper and deeper. That shared presence becomes deeper and deeper, right? Like we get into coherence, like there's some kind of synchronization and synergy going on in that shared energy field. So like offer, just like what Lakshmi does, right? Offer yourself. I know Patricia said you started some mindfulness session at work, right? How incredible is that? How incredibly amazing is that? That you sit in silence with people at work, right? Like suddenly out of the blue, you got the idea, let me sit, I'll start the meditation and we just sit in meditation. That's offering up your action to divinity without any agenda. Am I going to get any benefit out of it? Is somebody going to pay me? Is anything going to happen? No, you're just offering and the universe will take care of us. Like Eckhart always talks about, like in the Bible, they say something, what is the saying, Patricia, that the flowers don't worry about, they don't toil, or the lilies of the field don't toil or something. right? They don't have a
Everything
brain.
is given to them. Yes, they just grow.
They just grow, right?
Effortless grace. Just be who you are meant to be, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say is you will, I'll use it, Lakshmi as an example, you continuously get occasions where you will be able to serve other people.
Yeah.
Something will happen and you just say, okay, let me help. Like Melba would suddenly message me and say, hey, there's some financial trouble. I would send her money. It's like selfless action. You're not doing any agenda. Like somebody on a Facebook group said they couldn't pay for Eckhart's conscious manifestation course, and I told them I'll call Eckhart's support organization and get you I'll pay for it, right? It was just a $50 scholarship or something, and they didn't have, because they were in Iraq or somewhere, he didn't have a credit card and he couldn't pay. He or she couldn't pay, right? So I said, okay, I'll pay for it. So occasions will arise where when you are in that mode of selflessly giving your action, giving up your action as a sacrifice, occasions will arise where people will reach out to for help. In the same way, when you need something, it'll just automatically happen, right? Things will automatically happen for you. That's how it's going to work out. Any other questions? Anybody?
Uno,
Yes, sir.
everything you've been sharing these several minutes and what a couple of other people share their experience of what you brought up is that there's nothing to do. That there's nothing for me to do. That what I really enjoyed about the way you expressed this a few moments ago, Poonam, is that low self-esteem, high self-esteem, and everything
In between.
in between, yes, is all an illusion. It's a product of the condition, it's been a product, past tense, of my conditioned mind, as if somehow if I mastered it, I might discover what I never could in my entire lifetime. I got so frustrated because I couldn't think my way to the moment before the first thought. And I just read what Patricia posted. It was beautiful.
Let me read what she posted so that everybody,
Please.
because people are not going to know what she posted. Let me get to.
It is.
The challenge is to overcome your old self, the feelings of a victim coming from separation and lack. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. So the best analogy for my conditioned mind would be distracting myself by chasing my tail and creating a wonderful story filled with my own justifications and lies, and then go tell it far and wide. And then when I'm all done, I still need to face the very thing within my conditioned mind that I wanted to run away from continually. being an escape artist, past tense. So I'm fine, you know, and I was I was about, well, I'll say it. So I read something that someone posted on this very thing before the call began about how you can watch your thoughts, but the emotions they trigger will take you where it's not good to go. And I'm paraphrasing. And actually, everything is given to me for my good. And yet, presence for me is where there are no thoughts to watch. And presence for me is to also watch them when they show up. And I don't need to resist, because life is a transformative state, as Eckhart Tolle mentioned, about how what he mentioned was, well, just consider thoughts like watching clouds in the sky. And to me, sometimes those clouds are white, billowy, silhouetted against a pristine blue sky, and other times they're filled with moisture. But the beautiful thing is that as they drop their rain, and then they go from dark gray to medium gray to light gray and white, and then there's patches of blue coming, but it was there above the storm the whole time. And so the only storm that I need to watch is the hurricane that builds inside me. And then the presence is how I rediscover that even in a hurricane inside me, there's also an eye where there's no wind. And as that dissipates, it does so because I'm working with life rather than against it. And that is me acknowledging that I took myself away from presence, and then of course I have expanded freedom, and it's a wonderful experience. This is the best I've been watching, being the watcher for several days, and I'm grateful to return to being one with who I am. And of course, being one with who I am means I don't even need to say that, because I'm just being it. Thank you.
Beautiful. I think what we're going to do is end at this beautiful pointer that you offered, Wyatt, that I'm just going to be who I am. That's all that is needed. We will pick up the question that you actually posed towards the end, which is, you said, I am the watcher of my thoughts. But then once I start watching my thoughts, emotions will arise that will work against the watching of the thoughts. We will talk about that next time. How is that? Sounds good? Okay, with that, eternally grateful for all of you for choosing your divinity over your humanity. Reza was not able to speak, so kind of disappointing, but hopefully she joins next week. Many blessings, much love, everyone. Thank you so much. Grateful for everyone's presence. Have a fantastic day. We meet in
Wait,
2 weeks.
Poonam, is it next week or in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks.
You said next week. Okay, next time. Okay.
Next time in 2 weeks. Correct?
Thank you, Poonam.
I think what we may not end up doing is, let me check the calendar real quick. One of the Wednesdays is the 31st. So we'll discuss next week if we want to meet on the 31st, because I think I'm going to do, Coheal International has like a meditation marathon, which I end up participating in on the 31st. So I'll be woozy. So I'm like, do I really want to? I'll be in that meditation mode, right? So I'm like, do I want to host a Zoom session? But we can talk about it, that how many people want to be present for New Year's Eve, right? That will be New Year's
I
Eve.
do.
You want
I
to be
do.
here?
Yeah.
You want to be here? Oh
Talk
my
about
God.
a transformative experience, literally from one year to the next. One
Okay.
moment at a time.
You want to do it, Patricia, on New
Yeah.
Year's Eve?
Oh,
You wanna do
yes,
Zoom session?
absolutely. I would love to. And I'd love to have everyone on the call. I learned so much. I think
Well,
it's the
I would
best
love
New Year's
to.
Eve I'll have ever experienced, Poonam. Literally, I kid you not. It's great.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
What an enthusiasm. And Poonam, I would like to experience you being woozy from all the meditations. That might be an incredible energy that you'll bring.
I'll wake
So
up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll join the meditation. Then by 7 o'clock in the evening, I'll be like, oh my God,
be
where am I?
translucent.
Where am
You'll be
I?
just
Okay,
illuminating.
A
okay,
New
we do
Year's
that.
resolution for each moment. I love it.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Much love, everyone. Have a fantastic evening, and we
You.
will meet in 2 weeks.
You
Okay,
too.
and we
Thank
meet
you.
on for group meditation. So have a
Okay.
wonderful evening. Bye.
You as well.
Bye.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
Ed. Bye,
Poonam.
Poonam. Bye,
Bye,
Jerry.
Bye-bye.
Josie. Bye, Wyatt. Bye, Patricia.